I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. We now have access to emails from 2019 when the Trump White House sent emails to the United States Navy in advance of Donald Trump's trip to Japan to hide and conceal the Navy warship, the USS John McCain. Quote, the USS John McCain needs to be out of sight, is what the emails said. One member of the United States Navy just said, this makes me sad. And we got these emails through a FOIA request done by Jason Leopold, a reporter at Bloomberg. And Jason Leopold just reported on this from Bloomberg. I would tell everybody to go check out Jason Leopold's article. It's called White House Requested USS John McCain Be Out of Sight During Trump's Japan Visit. And why don't we go and pull up some of these emails that were obtained through Leopold's FOIA request. I mean, the level of pettiness here is beyond belief. And so as we open up these emails, what you have is a message. Let me pull up the email right now. And here are the requests that were made. It says, USS John McCain needs to be out of sight. And this is from the United States Indo-Pacific Command, making demands to also members of the United States Navy. And it says, please see below excerpt from discussion between WHMO, the White House Military Office. Need all supporting units to understand the requirements for rehearsals, and then they go and they make the request. This request was so perplexing to U.S. Navy officials that they really wanted to track down. Is this really what we're being asked, to hide our USS John McCain warship, that we have to conceal it because of Donald Trump's frail ego, because he hated John McCain so much? As Donald Trump said, he didn't think that John McCain was a war hero, and he criticized John McCain's military service to the nation and mocked John McCain because he was a prisoner of war. You know, people forget that sometimes, but that was a major part of what the MAGA base does, is they hated on John McCain. They harassed him. Not only that, but they harassed lots of members of the military who served our country very, very, very bravely. And here it is. So in the next string, you can see the first one was sent May 15th, 2019 at 11:55 a.m. The next one was sent a few hours later, where the Navy officials wanted clarity. And they said, we got to check the validity of this. Number 3, USS John McCain needs to be out of sight. And then he goes, I could see that becoming a tweet. I mean, this is how the military officials had to talk about Donald Trump, you know, worried that he was going to tweet something. And then another response from a member of the Navy saying, this just makes me sad. More emails follow. Here is May 24th, 2019. It talks about, you will have one high side email also for background from the White House Military Office on the White House request to keep the name not visible. And then it goes through the thread. Ultimately, what happened here, and we see what was going on behind the scenes in the emails, they didn't move the actual ship, which what was being requested, but when Donald Trump was there, they basically put signage over it to block. They put like tarp over it where it says USS John McCain, so that Donald Trump didn't have to see it when he was there. And this just goes also to speak to, you know, Donald Trump likes to present himself as a strong man, like the Putins and the Kim Jong-un, who are all very, very weak and fragile men who run their countries miserably, who are incompetent, who are disasters for their country. And this just goes to show you, I mean, just think about how low and how petty of a character you must be to have your White House engage in these types of requests, that he can't even see the name USS John McCain, who's a war hero, because that pissed off Donald Trump, who was supposed to be the commander in chief. I mean, it's sickening and disgusting, but just shows how Donald Trump should never have been in that position, and how no one associated with the MAGA movement should have any say or involvement with our military whatsoever. These people are cowards. These people are traitors. These people are despicable and disgusting. And these emails highlighted. Kudos to Jason Leopold for his great reporting. Everybody check out his article on Bloomberg. For now, I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit the subscribe button right now. We're on our way to 1 million subs. Thanks to you. In addition, if you want to support independent journalism like this, go over, head to our Patreon account, patreon.com/MeidasTouch. That's patreon.com/MeidasTouch. And join one of the membership tiers that suits you the best. Until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.